Hi guys, it's Kristen. I wanted to come on YouTube today to make a video explaining my thoughts about tape-in extensions. I am about to go get them moved up, so I thought this would be a good time to make a little video talking about pros and cons, just like my thoughts, my experience, just to give y'all a little info. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, please keep watching so you can decide if you want to get them or not. Okay, so my experience with tape and hair extensions has been predominantly good. I have had them for, I want to say, about almost a year now. I've had them and I've had the same set. I'll get into that a little bit later. So far my experience has been good. Just a little backstory. I did cut my hair insanely short when I was going through a dramatic episode of changes in my life. I was having a lot of different things going on, and in a dramatic fashion, which is my favorite fashion to do things, I did cut my hair very short. So with that, I hated it. The second I did it, I hated it and I instantly regretted it. So my next thing was to go about getting extensions. Now I have experience with extensions before. I liked the Halo Couture extensions where it was like the headband of hair. I enjoyed that. I thought that was good. The only thing is that with that, the string, for whatever reason, I guess I just have a sensitive scalp, but the string for whatever reason was really hard on my scalp. Like it would irritate it a lot. So with wanting to wear extensions all the time, I just opted to not go that route and try the tape-in hair extensions. So the tape-in hair extensions are my first experience with more like permanent type of extensions. I know there are a few different out there, like the beaded and the sew-in and fusion, braid-in, I think. So this was my first experience with like those type of permanent extensions. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the cost of tape and hair extensions because that was a big factor for me on what I wanted to do. So with all hair extensions, is like real human hair, it's going to be a little bit pricey, and with most extensions, it's going to be okay. So first, I'll go ahead and jump into this, and like most extensions, whether they're tape-in or clip-in or halo or permanent, as long as they're real hair, more than likely they will be more expensive depending on the length that you get. I do get the second longest length, which is 22 inches. I'll stand up in a second or get up so y'all can see like where it lies on my body. But yeah, that is the length that I like my hair. It's not too long to where I feel like it's like covering all of me, but it's long enough to where I can do different styles and things like that. So price wise, with the tape-ins, and I'm sure with other permanent extensions, you pay for the packs of hair to your hairstylist. So for me, even though my hair is really short right now, the thickness of it is still there. I still have a lot of it. So I do need a lot of packs to make the extensions blend in with my normal hair so that it doesn't look like I have hair and then fake hair. So for me personally, my hairstylist and I, who's also my friend, we decided on going with 8 packs of hair to make my hair blend in a little bit more, just seamlessly. Now that is a lot of packs. It can be considered a little excessive. As far as my friend who puts them in for me, she did say that I use the most packs that she uses on anyone. Mostly she does about like 4 packs, but it really is going to depend on like your hair texture. So the finer your hair is, the less packs you'll need to make it blend, and the thicker or coarser your hair is, you're gonna need more packs so that your hair will blend. So I paid about $100 a pack with my length that I chose, which was the 22 inches. So all in all, I paid $800 for just the extensions. So that doesn't include the installment of getting them put in by a hairstylist. And that's just gonna vary depending on where you live, if you go to a salon. So I don't wanna quote a price on that just because it's gonna just vary on any hairstylist is going to charge different. Some charge by the hour, some usually charge like $150 or $200 an hour, some charge a little bit less, or some charge for just the process itself. So that's going to be variant on where you are, hairstylist in your area, and that you can call around and ask for. But the costly part of it is usually like buying the hair itself. So that was like the big cost for getting the tape-in hair extensions. So with that, you do get to reuse the packs of hair. So as I said at the beginning of my video, I'm getting my extensions taken out and put back in my hair today, later on today. So the pack of hair extensions I bought, I said almost like a year ago I bought them. So they've lasted me a while. So basically whenever your hair grows out, the tape will start to get lower and lower, and at some point you need to get them moved up because one, it's gonna feel weird, and two, it's gonna look weird. So someone needs to take the tape out, clean the extensions, wash your hair, all that kind of stuff, and then put them back in closer to the root, and as they grow out, you'll need to repeat the process over again. So my hair does grow insanely slow, so I can get away with not getting them pushed back up for a while because my hair grows so slow. So for me, I've got them, in the year I've had them, I've got them moved up maybe about 4 times. And usually my hairstylist recommends getting them moved up every like 4 to 5 weeks. Like if you get root color, like she basically recommends like getting your hair extensions moved up when you would get your hair roots colored. So I don't have any color on my hair right now. Well, I have dark color that's faded, but I don't really have any root touch up that I need to get done. So I really just go, like I said, about 4 times in the year I've had them. So it's just gonna be dependent on how quickly your hair grows. If it goes really slow, you'll probably take more time in between needing to get them moved up. If your hair grows really fast, you may need to get them moved up at a sooner time. Okay, so now that we touched a little bit on price, I'll go ahead and talk about the maintenance of them, which I guess goes a little bit into price because like I said, you do have to get them removed and put back in. So the removal process of taking out extensions is a little bit lengthy because basically they put a solution on your extensions to kind of dissolve the tape, and then they take it out and they have to wash the extensions and re-put tape on it. So depending on how many packs you have in your hair, it might be a long process. For me, my hairstylist and I split it up in 2 days because I have so many packs of hair. It just takes so long to take them all out and then clean all of them and then put them back in. So we do split the appointment up. So that's kind of like the upkeep in getting them put back in and taking them out and all of that. As far as like at-home maintenance, that is probably my biggest con just because usually I'm pretty rough with my hair. I'm not as gentle with it as I probably should be. So with the tape and extensions, you do have to be careful with them and put in maintenance with them so that they can last you a long time and you can try to get your money's worth in reusing them. So the biggest thing for me was that I like to go to sleep with my hair wet because I like to take a shower right before I go to bed and then just go to bed. But with the tape-ins, you do need to dry your hair, or at least your scalp where the tape is at, because if the tape stays moist or, hate that word. So if the tape has water just sitting on it for like an extended amount of time, like say if you go to bed with your hair wet, it can cause the tape adhesive to kind of like break down a little bit and slip, or they're more prone to like come out or slip or not stay as sticky as you want the tape to stay. So they do recommend drying your hair as soon as you get out of the shower so that excessive like moisture doesn't stay on the tape. So that is something that I absolutely hate about the tape and extensions. I'm not sure if that applies to all extensions like the beaded or the braided. I'm assuming it doesn't. I could be wrong, but I know the tape, they don't want it to stay wet just because it can like cause the tape to break down. So I hate that because I have to take time out of like after I take a shower and dry my hair. Obviously that is not a huge issue, but for me, I usually just like to go to sleep with my hair wet. So that is something I have to make time to do and make sure I have enough time to dry my extensions, because I do the most to get the most out of my extensions because they are really expensive. So I do want them to last me as long as I possibly can. So with that, my hairstylist also recommends getting a silk pillowcase. At first I thought that didn't really matter and that was just being extra, but once I did get one, I did notice that my hair wasn't as tangled and matted when I got up, especially since I have so many. It's easy for them, if you're just like laying on your pillow, for them to get matted or knotted. So I do recommend getting the silk pillowcase. Also, it's nice to have a silk pillowcase. So at first I did think that was super extra, but it actually does help in like preventing matting and knotting and that kind of stuff. So another good thing that I like about the tape-in hair extensions is that from what I've heard, like I said, I've only got tape-ins, but from my friends, my hairstylists, I have heard that the tape-in extensions are the least damaging in terms of the permanent extension family, just because the tape, it sandwiches on top of a piece of hair, so there's not really like a clamp or like a tight braid or anything like that. So whenever I do get the extensions taken out, I don't notice like a lot of hair loss, or I don't feel like my hair is thinning or anything like that. So I really do like that aspect of the hair extension. My hairstylist describes them as the least committed permanent extension, just because they are just tape on top of the hair. The solution dissolves the tape and it comes and slides right off. So I do like that part of the tape-in hair extensions as well. Another con that can sometimes be a con with the tape-ins is that it is a little bit easier to see them if you're trying to do different styles with your hair, like putting your hair up or half up, half down. Just because the pieces of tape are like long rectangular pieces of tape. So I assume with like the beads or the fusion or the braiding, maybe you don't see them as much. So I don't know if that is one of the downsides to having the tape-ins. Whenever I'd put my hair up, sometimes you could see like the tape because it's just like a long piece of tape. But my hairstylist did just let me know that they do offer tape-in where the tape looks like hair. I do hear they're a little bit more expensive. I don't put my hair up that much to where I think I would invest in getting more expensive tape. So I'll just stick with the regular tape. But if that is something that, you know, you do a lot of different styles with your hair, put it up a lot, that may be something you want to look into. She just told me it is more expensive, but I didn't ask her more about it because I don't really think I'd go that route. I just would keep the tape I have now. But the few times I did put my hair up, you can kind of see the tape a little bit sometimes. So when we put my hair extensions in the second time, I did have her leave some of my front hair, like this is my natural hair right here, in the front without any tape. Like I had her, I'm not making any sense. I had her put the tape around my face a little bit further back so that when I do put my hair up, it at least tries to cover some of the tape. There's not just like a piece of tape right here. So that's kind of like a con, but also there is a solution to it. It's just a little bit more expensive. Or you can like work with your hairstylist to try and find different ways to put the tape in a place that's going to be a little bit more beneficial for you around the face. If you do like wear your hair have up, half down a lot, or you wear a specific hairstyle, your hairstylist can try and work around the best placement for the tape. All right, you guys, I don't know if you can hear me because my dog is going crazy with his bowl. Hopefully he will stop soon. Ace. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For me personally, I am like a huge researcher in getting a new makeup or trying new clothes or trying something new with my hair. I research it online, I read reviews, I watch YouTube videos. I like to know all the info and get like real life thoughts from people in regards to buying something, especially something that's as expensive as hair extensions and kind of a little bit of a commitment as much as hair extensions. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video because I like watching videos like this whenever I'm thinking about doing something different. And little side note, I'm not too sure how many people are going to watch this video, but I did make a video about 2 years ago talking about my cosmetology school experience. So yeah, I actually was in cosmetology school. I just realized I hadn't mentioned that in this whole video, but yeah, about 2 years ago I talked about my cosmetology school experience, and the reason I was even more prompted to do this video was just because recently I have been getting a lot of like DMs on Instagram, messages on my email, otherwise known as just emails, with just like girls talking to me about the video, asking me if I'm still doing hair or getting my opinion about a school or just giving more thoughts into the video, and I thought that was really super cool, and I never expected that to happen like so later, because like I said, that video was almost 2 years ago, and I know it has like, I don't know, maybe like 20,000 views, which is not a lot. I don't think I'm some internet sensation about it. I just think it was really cool and interesting to get messages from girls who were interested in the video and asking me questions and my advice. I thought that was so super cool, and I appreciate if any of you are watching this that reached out to me. I thought that was so awesome. When I did make that video, I was like so gung-ho about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make YouTube videos, it's gonna be so much fun. I bought like a fancy camera and fancy lights, and we actually I turned one of my rooms in my home to like a filming beauty room, and I was just so excited about it. And I made my video, and at the time my boyfriend was just confused about the whole situation and I was just so excited. So I made the video. I put a lot of time into it because this is obviously my first video, so I didn't know how to edit anything or anything like that, and I just put a lot of my free time into making that video for like the week that I was working on it. And when I showed it to my boyfriend at the time, he just was really dogging me about it. Like, he was just saying that it was so stupid, that nobody was gonna care about what I was talking about, nobody was gonna care who I was or that I was making videos, and it was to the point where I just felt really embarrassed and stupid. So I was like, you know what, you're right, who is gonna care about this video? I'm just gonna forget it. And that was it. Like, I still have that room in my old home and it's so funny. So that room is still in existence at my old home. I'm now in a new home, but at my old parents' house, there was a beauty room and that room actually still exists. I painted it. I went like all out for that room. It's not in this home, but in a different home. But yeah, I just was like super into it, and I just felt really embarrassed whenever I showed it to him. And now, obviously I'm not dating him, but I just think that I wish I would have tried to make other YouTube videos, not because I want to have like YouTube fame or quit my job or anything like that. I think that YouTube is such a really cool outlet. I love watching YouTubers and vloggers and what they create, the content. It's almost like just how I feel like our generation or my generation, it's like their TV series that they follow, you know, whereas before YouTube, people were so into like watching their favorite show every week the new episode came out. My dog is crying. He just wants me to go. I promise. I love him, but he just needs to chill out a little bit. So it's almost like our generation's like waiting for a new episode to come out. I know there are popular YouTubers that I love, and I can't wait for them to upload something new because it's just like exciting content, it's fun content, and it's just such a creative platform to create things and express your opinions, express your thoughts in a fun way that everybody can access. And I wish I would have kept doing it because I think it's really cool, and I feel like it doesn't have to be so serious. It can just be like a fun hobby thing that you do, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. I was about to go get my extensions taken out, and I thought, why don't I make a video about my experience with them just in case somebody else is looking for that information. And I got an email yesterday about a girl who said that she was thinking about going to cosmetology school, and she watched my video and it helped her make her decision. And I just thought that was really cool because to me, honestly, I forgot about that video. So it's really cool that some people really took away some information from it. So I am a little update. I am currently not doing hair full time at the moment. I've had some other opportunities and avenues that I'm exploring. So if you guys do want to hear more about that, I'd love to get some more information to y'all and make a new video, or if you want to come with me to the salon and get my... So a little update, I'm currently not doing hair at the moment. I have some other opportunities and avenues that I'm exploring, so I'm currently taking a break from that. I still love it so very much. It's just something on hold for a little bit. But yeah, if you guys want to have me make another video or see another video where I talk about what I'm doing now, or just my past experiences. I did do hair for about 3 years, so other things that you guys want to see from me, I'd love to make videos. I think that they're so fun. It's such a fun creative outlet. It fulfills my desire to be famous movie star and feel like I'm talking to a camera. But it's just a really fun thing, and I just think it's a cool platform. So if anyone watches this video and takes away from it, I'd love to hear from y'all. And if you were any of the girls that messaged me either on Instagram or email, I really appreciate it, and I thought it was so very cool that you liked my first video. And little just ending inspirational thought is one to never let anyone, especially a boy, make you feel silly for wanting to try something new, even if it's not like a huge deal, like doing YouTube. If you want to try a new hobby, or try out a new sport, or do something different, if someone makes you feel silly for it, that's kind of on them. That's not really on you, because it's brave to always try to do something new, whether it's something small or something huge. It's a brave thing to step out of your comfort zone and try to do something new that makes you happy and makes you feel excited because it's something new. So I wouldn't ever let anyone try to discourage you from trying to do something new, something different, and something exciting to you. Whether you fail at it or whether you're amazing at it, you always want to have people around you that support you in your ideas and your ventures. So I wish that I didn't let a boy break down this fun hobby that I could have been having as just like I said, a creative outlet. I'm not trying to quit my job and you know, just be a YouTuber. I think it's such a fun platform and a really cool way to document your thoughts and opinions. So I wish I had never let that affect me in doing something that I thought was interesting. So yeah, that's my little closing, inspirational, motivational message. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great day. And if you want to see other things from me, let me know. I'd be happy to update y'all and just make more fun videos, because YouTube is fun and I think it's super cool. So I hope you guys have a great day again. I'm gonna go relieve my dog of his boredom, because he is wondering what I'm doing over here and why I'm talking to someone. He knows that nobody is home, and he is just like, what is she doing over there? So I'm gonna go relieve him and take him to the dog park. And so I am going to relieve him and just go get my hair done and take my dog to the dog park and do all that kind of fun stuff today. So I hope you guys have a great day again. That's my 3rd time saying that. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Bye.